Thank you very much, and don't forget, this video was made possible by my patrons on Patreon. Want to support me? The link is on the screen. Sincerely yours, Visual Pony, and enjoy this audiobook. Derpy Vignette by Kaylee. Her Light. There's something special about this time of day. That liminal moment when the sky has begun to lighten, but the sun isn't yet visible. Still quiet, but without the oppressive darkness that was present just hours before. The lonely night was over, and there were a few times of peace before she had to face the day. Before she had to face the derision, pitying looks, and even outright cruelty that she encountered every day. It's a bit brighter now, that much closer to the time when she would have to return to the reality of her world. Some days she couldn't help but wish that this feeling, this serenity, would last forever. There is a possible way, a way to avoid the pain and heartaches that accompanied her all too frequently. It would be easy. So easy to just leave it all behind. There were ways, even some that would be painless. Just a drifting that eventually led to nothingness and peace. A place where she could leave behind all of the stress that sometimes seemed to smother her. A sliver of sun was now visible on the horizon. She sighed. Every morning she faced this choice. She could keep struggling on, hoping that things would be better. Or she could just stop, admit defeat, and drift into memory, and eventually even beyond that. The day was no longer quiet. As the town started to waken, the little sounds beginning to build on each other as the day truly began. She slowly pulled herself up from her perch on the roof of her house. She'd made her choice. The same one she had made every day so far. She'd pull herself together, hiding the pain underneath a carefree smile. Although it wasn't always an easy decision to keep pushing on, there was one thing that kept her going. One truly bright light that she could hold on to. As long as she had that light, that one spot of hope and joy, she'd always make the same choice. No matter how dark things seemed, she couldn't give up. She couldn't risk doing anything to dim that light. Spreading her wings, she glided down, lightly touching the ground. Inside, then up the stairs. Slowly, she opened the bedroom door, being careful to not wake the occupant inside the room just yet. Delicately making her way to the bed, she couldn't help the smile that slowly stretched across her face. There was no way to not smile at the sight before her. Peeking out from a pile of fluffy, pink blankets was a small purple horn surrounded by a wild cloud of blonde hair. Small whistling snores also managed to escape from the pile of blankets. How could anybody not find some happiness confronted by such an adorable image? Reaching out a hoof, she carefully pulled down the blankets, revealing a small purple filly.
"Sweetie, it's time to wake up."
There was a small grumble as one gold eye opened. A moment later, the other eye opened and a smile stretched across the small face.
"Good morning, Mommy."
"Good morning. Ready to get up?"
Not until you give me my morning kiss."
"Of course. How could I have forgotten?"
The filly giggled, stretching out her arms for a hug. She leaned down, hugging her daughter and placing a gentle kiss on her head.
"I love you."
"I love you too, Mommy."
This is why she made the same decision every day. This is why she kept going. How could she not? She would do anything as long as she could look forward to moments like these. This bundle of love and joy in her embrace made it impossible to do anything but choose to keep living. Her little one would always manage to push back the darkness. Her daughter. Her Dinky. you.